Hi, I'm Paul Higgins from Build, Live, Give, and welcome to another BLG Tips. Who do we help? We help corporate escapees to find both lifestyle and financial freedom. And the purpose of this video is to take you through how to use Google Drive. So some of the key problems with Google Drive in the past is that it wasn't as easy to use. Particularly people use Dropbox because it was easy to share files, whereas I'll show you that it's become a lot easier with Google Drive. The other problem is that it was a little bit hard to add files as well, but I know with particularly if you use Gmail, that's becoming a lot easier, and I'll show you some great tips on doing that. So what I'll do now is go straight into some of the key areas of Google Drive, and in particular how I use it. So the first thing is around folders. So I think like most filing systems, I think it's important to less is more. So what I do is sort of go at a high level. So instead of having as an example, clients, instead of having each individual client, you might only have 10, but having 10 folders, you just have the client folder. So you put everything under there. The same with sales, as an example. Anything to do with sales, you just put it under that folder. And then the great thing is you can use this brilliant search feature. So the search is really powerful. And the key thing there is just to make sure you name the file. So whenever I'm naming my file, I'll make sure that, the keyword that I'm going to search for, I put in the name of the file. So it becomes very easy to do. So that's the first tip. The next tip is around you can star important files. So if I wanted this as an example to be an important file, I can just star it there. And then when I go into my Google Drive and I go starred, they basically come up here on the left-hand side. So they're all your things. So that's easy to do. The next one is around sharing options. So if you go into a file, as I said, it's becoming a lot easier now to share. So you can go into advanced, and what you can do is specify a specific person. So invite someone, you can put a message, etc. Or what you can actually do is change it. So what I normally do is have anyone with the link, and I have can view. So we have lots of files in BLG in our mastermind and our membership group, and I can just share it with them that way. The other cool little feature here that I didn't know is you can set an expectation. So let's say that I want to expire it in 30 days, I should say. I do that and I go save changes, so that will automatically take them out. So you might be only working with a file for a contractor for a very short period of time. You don't want them to keep access to it all the time. You can do it that way. The next is how you can add files. So there's a couple of ways of doing it. So if I go to this website as an example, there's a little Chrome extension that it's got saved to Google Drive as the Chrome extension. I just click it, and what it'll do is automatically save that to my Google Drive, which is fantastic. So you'll be able to add anything that you see on the web to your Google Drive. The other thing you can do is if you get an email, you can also add a document straight into Google Drive. So I won't show you now, but you can add them straight in as well. So it's become a lot easier to add. The other one you can do is to dump files, I should say. So if I have a file that might be sitting in a hard drive or might be sitting somewhere else, what you can do is just drag and drop. So if I go to my drive and let's say suppliers, and I want to put, if I want to put this, I'll try to get a file that's not too loud. If I just want to put that in that file, I'll just drag and drop, and then it goes straight in. So very easy to add files compared to what it used to be. The other thing is if you want quick access to files, so if you're using a file all the time, I just put it to my bookmark bar. So you can see here, if I wanted to quickly go onto plan, I just click, and there it is. So that's an easy way to do it. Some people can, you can actually just have another folder that's called Google Drive like this, and you can just quickly go down and select them. So that's an easy way to access those files that you constantly are looking at. The next one is around templates. So I like to create templates. So if I go back to Google Drive, sorry, it just takes a little bit of time while I'm recording, but if I go back to Google Drive, what I can do is go new, and then I can file upload. So that's one way of creating a new file. But the other thing is you can create templates. So if I go to Google Docs, for example, and I go over the right here, it says from template. So you can save it as a template. And what I've done is I've got some build, live, give, and then I've just got this template, which I use. It's got some nice graphics on it. I just open it up, and there we go. It's a new file. Then I just rename it, whatever I want to rename it, and away I go. So that's how you do that. Now, there is another shortcut. So what I do here is if I just go and create a new tab, what I can do is just click on here. So I've actually created the template as a shortcut. So it automatically takes me in here, and then I can go there. So it just saves you a few clicks of the mouse. So that's templates. The next is how to basically change a text image. So or you know how sometimes you got an image and it's got lots of text in it, and you think like, how do I copy and paste that? How do I get it into a Word document? So what you can do here is I'll just use this as an example. So I just right click, which is open with Google Drive, and what it will do, it'll basically use OCR technology to scan the document. So it'll give you the image above, but then whatever the text is, it will actually put it below. Now, it takes a little bit of time, and this is probably because just the image that I've got, and also we're recording on video, but you can see here, so it's great. So it's got, you know, outline tutorial, and then it's actually giving you the text. So you can do that on any image, and it will convert it, and it's just amazing how accurate it is, the OCR technology. The next one is the Explore button. So you'll see, actually I'll open up a Google, if I open up here, and let's say I just had some information here, what it'll do is it'll bring up an Explore button down the right hand side here, and then so you can click on there, and it's basically going straight into the web. So it can, you know, look at different documents you can bring in. You can search the web for an image. So image of Paul Higgins, and it'll basically search in your drive, it'll search in your web, and it'll also search any images. Unfortunately, none of those are me, but you get what I mean. So that's a cool little thing. So the last one is around shortcuts. So you might want to just learn some quick shortcuts, and they're different by, say, Word, Excel, etc. So what you would do is just hit the Command key and the /. So Command /. Sorry, I'll just shut down this Explorer. So Command /, and then it brings up your keyboard shortcuts. So, you know, bold, etc. So whatever you want. So you don't have to remember them. You don't have to put it on a bit of paper. You can just go Command /, and the keyboard shortcuts come up. So I hope you've got lots of value out of this, how to use Google Drive. If you found value in it and you think other people in your network would get value as well, please share it with them. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, because I do lots of these tips. They're always very practical, and they can help you as a corporate escapee to find both lifestyle and financial freedom.